but then they restarted it and he kind of shoulder fouled through his body on top of my arm and I had to catch him down here.
Enlighten us a little bit about the tournament structure, because I think that's one thing, if like arm wrestling 101, that I think Sean and I are still kind of new to, and other people might be learning if they hear it from our channel. How does this tournament kind of just work up? It's just who signs up?
Yeah.
So now we get to bowling. You went to East Nashville first, right? And then you went to bowling.
Yeah, East Nashville is on the way. So
All
this
right,
is the 199 and up left-hand masters division, meaning over 40, which basically just means you've been doing it longer. So that's first one of 100.
One, okay.
Men's masters 199 and up right-handed, right? So
okay.
2 of 1.
2 down.
2. 98
Men's
to go.
open left. Wait. I have them out of order. I thought I have an order. Sorry, I'm showing you I have too many. All right.
Oh, man.
Men's open left 242. So that's the weight class that I cut down to 242 pounds, left-handed.
Won that.
242 pound right-handed. 243 pound and up left-handed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's this? 5? 243 and up right-handed. This kid was actually a really strong, like, country boy, hay hauling, bent wrist pressing.
The guy you're in finals with.
Yeah, he was a pretty aggressive dude, and actually tested my bicep one round pretty good. They didn't give me the call, which he's definitely a pin, but then they restarted it and he kind of shoulder fouled through his body on top of my arm and I had to catch him down here. And that's the most shock my biceps had since it's worked. And it held up good, so we're good there.
Was that the video that you posted on Instagram? Because you posted
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That looks crazy though, right?
Yeah. That
was
Super, yeah.
Oh,
right, so
man.
Boom. This is the bling.
Ooh.
Oh!
See, Just Medeiros has one of these from the Rain Buttery Bros games, right?
Yep.
Well,
it's like 6 pounds.
Oh my God.
One of them plus to get 2 of them. So this is the right hand, that's the left hand. So we said 8 was the goal, 8 was the result, 92 more to go.
Enlighten us a little bit about the tournament structure, because I think that's one thing, if like arm wrestling 101, that I think Sean and I are still kind of new to, and other people might be learning if they hear it from our channel. How does this tournament kind of just work up? It's just who signs up?
Yeah, most wrestling tournaments are double elimination, right?
Okay.
You got an A side, B side, and if you can run through the A side, obviously you have less matches, right? So if you got an 8-person bracket, you win your first round. Now you're down to 4 undefeated. When your second round, you're down to 2. You win that round, you're undefeated in the finals. So essentially 4 undefeated matches, you win an 8-man bracket.
And does it vary from what constitutes a match? Is it 3 or 4 goes? Does it vary from tournament?
So it's 1 ready go. In each round, you have up to 1 foul that you can give. The second foul is a loss. A foul is if your elbow comes up, if your elbow, your body touches your shoulder, take a foot off the ground. I mean, there's arm break position. If you get your hand in a bad position and you're not a pro, most of the time they let the pros arm wrestle their own risk, right? If you're to get in a bad position, hey, you're a pro, you can do it. More at the amateur level, they're going to foul you. They're going to, warn you, get in position, straight up, square up. If you don't, foul, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these were all pro classes.
These are all pro classes, or like I said, over 40 division, and then the overall was me versus everybody in one.
I mentioned that video that you posted on Instagram where it looked like your grip slipped, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on there. What exactly happened?
Okay, so this guy sets up. He's 6'6", 300 plus pounds, and he dumps his wrist. He dumps his wrist back on go and throws his body behind it. It's called a flop shoulder press, bent wrist shoulder press, right? Well, there's a counter for it. If you can meet the guy in the center of the table and take your wrist and shove straight into his wrist as he's trying to dump, you can push him straight down. So as he hit sideways with his bent wrist press, Rebecca's trying to move all my hardware. As he went to the bent wrist press and I just pushed straight down, I just pinned him to the tabletop. Now,
what you see on the video is
you see his hand turned upside down like this, and my hand on top of it pressing, right? So that's a split second, 1/10 of a second ready go match. It happens that fast. And most arm wrestling matches are that fast. There's a second or less. Boom, boom, boom. Because if you're in a tournament, the faster you can get the match over with, the less it takes out of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was doing at this event. And I told people this moving forward this year, because of the level that I've accomplished in this sport. I got a lot of haters. Someone like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Listen, guys, if the event says that the division says pro, and you show up and you sign up for that division fully expect me to try as hard as I can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you walk up to me like, hey man, I'm not going to try. I'm just going to lay down to you. Don't come up and say, oh, take it easy on me. Well, you should have thought of that before you entered the class. Because as soon as they say go, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So,
No doubt.
I'm trying to win 100 this year. I'm trying to stay injury free. This event for me was preparing myself physically and mentally for this world championship match I have in 12 days. You know, I don't know if my bicep's going to hold up. I had to test it out. This kid's super, super fast and explosive on go. So I've got to try to match his speed. So every match, as soon as they said go, I was hitting. As soon as they said go, I was hitting. So.
Me that we had to change the route and that we could go there, and I was checking it out because I knew that that's where Tia Claire Toomey trained, and I also knew that Brooke Wells trained there, and he's talking about that. He goes, wouldn't it be cool if they were like that? I'm like, they're not going to be there.